Rehabilitation. So the story is, and I have not read the article myself, going off of what my dear friend Snedmeister in England is saying happened there, where a couple of 12-year-olds killed another child. Now, I'm assuming they did this with a knife because the response was, "Oh, who shall keep these children from getting another knife? We've banned the butcher knives. Now we must ban the steak knives. And then when banning the steak knives isn't enough, we'll have to ban the butter knives." It's a topic for a different day, but our potential future is seen in the country of England and Europe, and the span of distance of weaponry from everybody's favorite pick-on-it rifle, the AR-15, down to a steak knife. There's a big spectrum there. But that isn't the topic. These two 12-year-olds being tried. Does a 12-year-old child have a solid understanding of right and wrong? I would say yes, they do have an understanding of right and wrong. And it isn't a big deal until they become so strong that they can deathly harm another individual. So let me explain. A 3-year-old that doesn't know the difference between right and wrong isn't exactly going to go toe-to-toe with you and stab you to death with a fucking knife. Odds are they won't. But there's a danger the further along this goes. Now, as to rehabilitation, in adults, potentially, but for adults, it is a 1 out of 1,000 chance, and that is, again, for minor crimes, not pedophilia, not murder. I can agree with Sned. I'm not a criminal psychologist, but I don't think there's any returning from having your brain wired in such a way that allows you to do such terrible things. And once you cross that line, I don't think you should be able to come back. Other minor things, I think they actually need to ease up on. Because I think once a criminal serves their time, and they are out of prison, why over here, I don't know how it is there, but over here, you continue not to have, say, voting rights, several other different rights. You just lose them for life until you can appeal to get them back. In the case of these 12-year-olds, I believe they need to be institutionalized, and that's being generous because of their age, where they can be in an environment where they won't be able to harm anyone else. Perhaps they have some sort of a mental disorder, definitely have some sort of a psychopathy going on. And they need to be able to be detained there for, in this particular case, the rest of their life. Maybe they can live their best lives within there. I don't know who's going to pay for it. If I'm Emperor, stealing from P226, if I'm Emperor, I'll find a way. Because switching gears, I'm going to go ahead and second gear on this one. Something we glaze over when we talk about how there used to be less mass shootings in America in the 70s and the 80s. Well, before then, people with mental issues and people who were criminally insane were incarcerated for their whole lives. Now, unfortunately, that would probably include people like me, being bipolar, and a few other people that, not that I function so well in society, but people who otherwise function perfectly normal in society get caught up in that mix. However, the community as a whole is safer as a result. So I think when I'm Emperor, that's what we do. We reinstitute the institutions. Make them nice. Make them comfortable. give have trained self-help, cognitive behavioral therapy sessions, didactic behavioral therapy sessions, help these people live their best lives. However, keep the rest of society safe as a result, and man, our children. So vote for me, Emperador Southern Paladin.